Hello everyone and welcome to this latest video. Post-match reaction, AFC Bournemouth 3, Birmingham City 2. Let's go. So Jonathan Woodgate would pick his first starting lineup as caretaker manager. And as fans, we were intrigued. Was it a 4-2-3-1? Was it a 4-4-1-1? Was it a 4-3-3? But it did look like a 4-2-3-1 as kickoff commenced. The starting lineup would have Smith going back in at right back. Carter Vickers would come in to play alongside Steve Cook. Lloyd Kelly would go back to left back. Lerma and Lewis Cook would play that holding role. Then you'd have three creative players in Danjuma, Wilshere and Brooks, with Shane Long making a debut up front. The first 5 or 10 minutes would be promising. There'd be a lot more energy about us and we'd have better tempo without creating too much. But those problems that we've struggled with under Jason Tindall and in January would hit us again. We didn't deal with some early chances from Birmingham as Begovic would be called upon. And then the first goal would come, not dealing with the cross. Begovic probably diving too early and getting ahead of the ball, would fumble the ball, and Scott Hogan, who scored against us in the first league match, would score the opener and put Birmingham ahead. Oh no. Is it again? Are we going to struggle to beat football teams at home? Are we going to struggle to score goals? As the game played out, there would be players picking up the ball. Danjuma would look to try and do something special, but sometimes was overdoing it. Lloyd Kelly was again wanting to go back home and back towards his own goal. And we just lacked intensity again, and that slow-paced football was sort of there in parts. However, we'd get Jack Wilshere in the ball over the halfway line between the centre midfield and the centre backs. He would then feed it to Danjuma. He was one-on-one. That's where we like him. He decided to dive left, dive right, curl the ball, pass Etheridge. We're back in the game, 1-1. So going at half time, a team we're playing against in Birmingham who have only scored 19 goals this season but had created more chances. But we were level, time to come back out and put some effort in again and win this football match. Jack Wilshere would be active. David Brooks would be trying to do stuff, but would struggle again. David Brooks' quality not really shining through, but he was trying. Players were trying. We were trying to get better tempo. We were trying to create stuff. And then we'd win the ball. We would turn over the ball. And in transition, we would use that speed that we have in this squad that we've been looking for, and we'd go from back to front very quickly. It would end up going wide and it would be crossed, and Jack Wilshere would head the ball in just inside the top and the side of the post. Did he mean it? Did his head go in the direction that he wanted to head it? It doesn't matter. Jack Wilshere walks away with a league goal for AFC Bournemouth, and a league goal for him for the first time in a long time. 2-1. Jack Wilshere would then come off after 67 minutes. A bit of a weird decision by Jonathan Woodgate when we're dominating the game, and it didn't look like Jack Wilshere was carrying an injury. Then Birmingham would have another chance and the ball would come in and Scott Hogan would score again. Did look offside. We didn't get a great angle. So at 2-2, we needed to regroup. We know it's a massive game. We know we need the 3 points. Performances have not been there and we weren't expecting an improved performance, but we knew the performance was the least of our worries. We had to get the 3 points. We had to win the football match. Billing was now on this pitch and the ball would come in from Danjuma on a free kick. Was it a shot? Was it a cross? Not sure. Billing would go for it. Did he mean it? It comes off his foot and goes in the back of the net. Billing wields away, celebrating. We're 3-2 up. Now we need to hold on to this lead. Woodgate would then make substitutions and he would bring on defensive players for attacking players. Brooks would go off for Stacey and Danjuma would go off for Rico. Eddie would have tried this many times before in the past, and we've never been great at holding on to leads, especially at 1-0s or 2-1s, etc. This would be 3-2 and we would have to defend a late chance from Birmingham, but we got there. We cleared the ball, the referee blew the whistle. We got those 3 points. Woodgate got a win in his first game as caretaker manager, and we were back on the road trying to climb that table. That was the most important thing. A win and 3 points. Voted by the fans of the Cherries Red Army, YouTube and Twitter, voted for Jack Wilshere as man of the match. Teams above us would also drop points, which would be an absolute bonus as well. And also Middlesbrough would lose to Brentford, which would create a bit of space between us and 7th. So we move on to Burnley in the FA Cup, a game that's not as important as it was when we beat Crawley, but a game where we can have an opportunity at getting to the quarterfinals as a club for the first time. Does some youth get played? I think so. We need to get players like Sam Surridge, Kilkenny some game time. But maybe playing some players that are in form and keeping them in form will help us as we move beyond Burnley into our next championship match. Jonathan Woodgate said his remit was to win the match and to get 3 points. He did exactly what was said on the tin. You can't knock him for that. He made changes, those changes came off, and he won us the football match, and that will breed confidence within the squad. Please let us know what you think about the performance, the team lineup, the assists, the goals, Jonathan Woodgate's performance as caretaker manager. Please make sure you like and subscribe to this channel for more content. Also hit the bell because that will notify you when new content is released. You've been watching the AFC Bournemouth Cherries Red Army YouTube channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Up the Cherries.